thank God Bob's brought all this bloody photography gear, isn't it?
The dual event of Harry and Frank's wedding and Harry's 50th. There are some, obviously some very important people here, and you just have to look around and ask them, because I'll certainly tell you. But we had a couple of clashes tonight. Luckily, Tricia and Graham Thompson could come. They did have a problem with the Lauriston Mothers Club annual bash, but they were able to actually sort of put that aside. Tricia, it'll be okay, someone will take photos over there for you. We also are here for Harry, who, as everybody knows, lives on Mission Beach time, and he rang me during the week to say, Tone, I'd like you to do a little bit of MCing on Saturday night. I said, sure, Harry, what do you want me to do? He said, well, what I want you to do is sort of move the people through. So I said, okay, I'll move the people through. And he said, and then perhaps you could show the Queenslanders where to sit. And then he started staggering a little bit, and then he said, look, at 7:36 we're going to sit down. At 7:42 we're going to have the main course. At 8:12 we're going to have speeches. And I thought, hey man, we should be having Doncaster at the Doncaster Civic Centre, because he doesn't need me to MC, he needs somebody to bring out four glasses of Greek liqueurs and a bit of Bomalaska at the end. But welcome everybody. Unfortunately there will be some speeches later on. Make sure you've been to the toilet before Chris speaks, because it'll go on for a bit. But the good news is that at 9 o'clock the band will start, so whatever's left unfinished then, the band will drown them out. So have a good night, good booze, lovely night. It's good to see two of nature's good guys get together on a night like this.
Even have a bloody cigarette. Bloody speeches again.
A very big man here, Mr. Bob Ballantyne, and it's good to see the microphones at a reasonable height. Nick, and then we'll take a couple of speeches. After that, Mr. Bob Ballantyne will be playing all night. Nick. I can't lower it, Nick. No, you have to stand up.
I'm not giving a speech tonight, unfortunately, because I've known Michael for over 32 years, and over that time there have been the odd occasions when he said things about me, and I would have liked an opportunity to respond. But that was when it was his 50th, and now that it's a wedding as well, I don't want to say anything at all unkind about Michael. And in fact, I'd have to say I would have been scratching to find anything unkind to say about Michael. He's been a very dear friend for a very long time. I've actually just been asked to read this fax from the Royal Perth Golf Club, which was sent to Frankie and Michael recently, and it was representative of all the faxes, I think. I'd like to say this comes in the setting of the Royal Perth Golf Club. Michael's a member at Royal Melbourne Golf Club, and shortly before Michael was transferred to Perth, Royal Melbourne made it very difficult for Royal Perth members to play at Royal Melbourne. There used to be a reciprocal arrangement, and Royal Melbourne unilaterally made it difficult for the Perth members to come and play in Melbourne. So in fact they were very antagonistic to all Royal Melbourne members who then went to visit Perth. So Michael and Francine had this hanging over their head when they went there. And despite that, Frankie managed to get a job at the Royal Perth Golf Club, where she made boyfriends of 1,500 out of the 1,600 members, the male members there. And the other 100 we don't know about. And they sent this fax to express their sentiments about her. Now I had a quick look at it. I think, although it's poetic and it rhymes, I think I'd like you to focus on the sentiment rather than the poetic attributes of the poem. Also, they seemed rather prescient in talking about Frankie's engagement ring. I don't know if many of you have seen it, but it's about the size of, I don't know what, but it's very large. For some reason, they seem to have got an idea of about this in Perth. Francine sporting a rather large rock, which no doubt matches her stunning new frock. With Michael James, she walks down the aisle, and to everyone's face this brings a big smile. At the altar they stand, near to be apart. Although Francie's thinking, oh my giddy aunt, it's the second time round for our young Mike, but this time we know he's got it right. To one of the nicest couples on this earth, all the best from Royal Perth.
Well, it doesn't get much better than that. There's a Queenslander here, Gavin, who apparently sort of would like to say a few words. Gavin, would you like to come up to me?
You've travelled all over the world, all over Australia, attending marriages, bridesmaiding, doing a whole bit. So it's really good, and we're sort of really appreciating the opportunity to all come down here and get together. It's a bit of a reunion for all of us. Frank's an old travel mate from way back. The big thing that probably ended me up being out here was a bit of a rebuttal to the Queensland comments earlier. Was to Michael, hey Dopey Bollocks, you've married a Queenslander.
Queensland, I'm very pleased about that actually.